EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start, and off we go from Houston. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drives will begin there.
First and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Come on, guys, you got this. Let's win.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
The tackle made by Joey Bosa. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
All right. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 23-yard
On
line.
2nd down, it's Allen. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Now Allen. That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost the yard there.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Texans.
To the air. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And he will score. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get it underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Berrios on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
32-yard line.
On play action. Stroud escaping to, and this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the ball.
Whoa! Followed up and taken down. They got him. Shaq Thompson in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down. They'll go play action with Stroud. And that is incomplete.
I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
Really big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. It's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Here's Cook, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Cook. And we'll take this down right to the edge of the red zone. 21. That's Mario Edwards with the tackle.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
On 3rd down, they go with Cook.
James Cook, the ball carrier.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Allen going to throw for it. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir.
Complete to
And here we have a
Khalil
real
Shakir.
gutsy call here, Mike, early in this
It's a
game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays out.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here we go, let's go.
Now, faking the
Hast
give.
du!
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
And
My ass is a cuck.
brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Stroud. This one,
Begripbar, lekker.
the defense to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Enkele
You know,
team
Mike,
hier.
I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to
Alle
go for it
makkelijk.
on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game this was wrong.
He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
On the stop. A 2-yard gain. Brings up 2nd
Allen
down.
working from the pistol.
8-yard line.
Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he will get into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Dawson
Buffalo.
Knox. Touchdown, Bills.
En mijn calorie
Pass
eet
now for
niet.
the extra point.
Breed er één calorie naar zijn zakelen. Ah, het is apart.
He knocks it through. And the Bills move out on top. 14 to nothing.
14. Texans nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Monsieur avec.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Berrios on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
On the stop. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
One quarter in the books. The Bills with the early advantage. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be out of bounds and marked it at the 35-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. 42 yards. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. They'll find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. He is out of bounds. Inside the 50s.
That's good.
On the move at the 14-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Take down. Touchdown, Houston.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point.
Hey.
And he missed it. Didn't hit that one squarely at all. That's no
Spörsken
good.
ner armen.
And the score stays the same.
Ja.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off.
Attack in the must.
On the return, it's Laviska Shenault. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll run the toss with Cook. Up the sideline to the 40. Angling to the sideline. Inside the 35. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line.
First and goal, Buffalo.
It is a big run by Cook. Gains an even
Oh, my
70 yards. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. And he barrels his way into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Yeah,
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
oh,
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard
Take
line.
over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Bring it in. To the house.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
that's good.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On 2nd down throw for Stroud.
Alright,
Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Greg Russo getting in for the sack. And now it's going to be 3rd and a mile. So 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Chenault. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Tuve, jag lägger såna ett match på så lägger boen. Pero necesito ver más.
Off the play fake. Here's Allen. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
And 10.
Nej, jeg overgiver ikke møden, når vi toucher sig mod det Bills, altså Bills med.
Now Allen. Open is knocks over the middle. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier. That catch gets him a first down. Now it's Allen. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Bills first down.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Mario Edwards on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top. Play action. Here's Allen.
Wow!
On the run is complete. Down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Bills. Now Allen and his offense preparing to go for two.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point conversion.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This is hot. He's got it. And they tack two more onto their lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
It is always a good time for football here in the city of Pittsburgh. Welcome to Acrisure Stadium. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now start the drive with Warren. And he takes it ahead for a 4-yard pickup there to begin our game.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Warren once more. And he won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Rodgers. That's good for the first. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 from the 41. Warren running between the tackles. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. They get 6 and a first down as well.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
On first down, Warren. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10 now. Completed over the middle. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
Ryan Branch on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Now Rodgers on third and short. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Go to 50. Hey, you 58. Screen again.
They'll go for it. Rodgers. He's got it in the red zone. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Lions get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a third pass now here. Goff on third. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Juan Thornhill takes it away. And the Steelers will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
It might be Captain Obvious here, but the team who wins today, Kate, it might just be the team who finally takes care of the football.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To the air here on first down, Rodgers. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions get it back after making their third first-half interception.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure.
Oh my God.
It's the Lions who have it, 2nd and 9. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Here he is on third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run. Now the Lions calling a timeout. Their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Throwing again, it's Goff. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Detroit calls timeout, it's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Trying again, following the sack. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. And the Steelers going for the dime look on third down. Here's Goff. That's to Laporta again. How about that play block on 3rd and 14? They find a way to convert.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, it's Goff. Hits his running back. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Goff on first and 10. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Patrick Queen in to pick it up.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run it. Run it.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. Here's Rodgers on first and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. First down throw by Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Second and 18 at the 29-yard line.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
We've seen one half of football and no points just yet. Let's see who can finally break that deadlock here in our second half. Craig Reynolds to return it. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
Well, we got ourselves quite a game today, a tie game coming into this third quarter. And what you're looking for is a little instant jolt of momentum coming out of the locker room. And that return might just be the spark that leads to that momentous fire.
Hold on. Check.
Here's Goff on first and 10. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Offense up to the line fast. This is Gibbs on second down. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. They go play action with Goff. Downfield, this finds St. Brown. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Motioning him from the slot right. 2nd and 3. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
3rd and long for him here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Pick up. Of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
1st down throw from Goff. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, Goff. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
That one complete to St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take the lead right away in half number 2. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
The throw left side finds Freiermuth. He picks up 15 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this third quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Looking slant route, complete. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By getting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Lions' 19-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. On the left side. And he's brought down at the line.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Hey, 88, 319.
Looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. Brian Branch has it. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Play action here with Goff. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Value 3.
Looking to throw. Pressure's there, and the steel curtain closes on him. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a 1-score game.
He's back to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Well, there was no way that defense was going to pass up on that opportunity. I dare to say that was the most energetic and frenzied we've seen them all game. I don't think they could believe the offense would go for it that deep in their own territory.
Now Warren. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers here from the gun. He's got it on the slant. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now trail by just a point in the 4th. Pat Fryer mutes this up late. And it's no good. What a time for a miss. That was for the tie, but instead, Brock, they continue trailing now in this fourth quarter.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Reynolds with a return. Juke the defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Their own 29-yard line.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Lions holding just a 1-point advantage. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. Back to Gibbs now on 2nd. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Look at them, they don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Back to throw. That one's complete over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
What? 20!
They'll go right side with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Ric Flair!
They're going to pass it here. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Setting up to pass. This gets the 1st and more. Takes out a 1-stop. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So it's 2nd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but the heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
So the Lions get the win on the road. And it still shows up as a victory for them, Brock, whether they score 50 or they have a rough day putting points on the board.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens and themselves.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now the first carry for Derrick Henry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, come on, come on. Come on. 180. Nice shot. Sit on.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Real quick.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
180. Nice shot. Go ahead. Report, report. Hey, report. Shut up.
Jackson. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Nice shot. Come on. 180. Nice shot. 180. Nice shot.
Throwing is Jackson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
Hey, finish it up.
Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Jackson now. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. We're scoreless after 1. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
The Ravens will line up for the
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Now it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now it's Jackson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That is the big fella, Nambi Matabike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
Second down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Jackson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, He ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Jackson to throw. Pass incomplete.
Intended for Rashad Bateman. Incomplete. It's third down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Again, Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Ravens 6.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Ravens take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
Let's get this point.
And Jackson throwing once more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
To try again after the sack. Jackson under pressure, and they got to him again. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
At the 40-yard line.
Let's get this point.
3 points are huge.
Final play of the half here is Jackson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.